this is J.O.A.T.D back with a new video. Today what we're going to do is do a coolant flush on this 2006 CBR 600 RR. Alright, the things you're going to need right here: some distilled water and whatever antifreeze you use, coolant you use. I'm going to try out the engine ice. We're going to try that out. And you need a drive with a 10mm socket on it. Okay, now the first thing you do is you want to warm the bike up. So we're going to start the bike, let the bike run for 4 to 5 minutes, turn it off, let the fluid out. All right, so we're going to start with that first. Make sure the bike is in neutral. Start the bike. All right, that was 4 whole minutes. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is, you can let the bike cool off, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the bolt loose. Now, right here on the clutch side, down here at the bottom, you see this 10mm bolt right here. What you're gonna do is take that bolt loose and let the fluid out. Take it loose slowly and let it kind of drip out a little bit to kind of let some of the pressure out, and then go from there. Now remove the radiator cap. It is got some on the ground, but we did get it loose. Alright, so it's finished. So now we're going to go ahead and put the drain plug back in. Alright guys, so what we're going to do is pour some water in the radiator. Let's go ahead and pour the distilled water in. Shake it, see how much is in it. Put a little bit more in there. Alright, so it's full right now. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna put the radiator cap back on. Make sure it's tight. Alright, that was another 4 minutes. Now what you're going to do is loosen the drain plug again and let all of the fluid come out. I'm going to go ahead and take the cap off. Make sure you put the drain plug back in. Alright. Let's go ahead and put some water in it. Alright, that's how much water I have left after the second flush. Now I'm going to put the radiator cap back on. Just like that. You normally only flush it like twice. Alright, let's start the bike up. Alright, so this is going to be the last flush. Let's go ahead and let the fluid out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take the radiator cap off. Alright guys, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the remaining water directly into the radiator and just let it pour straight out. Now you can see how clear the water's coming out. So we're going to put the drain plug back in. Make sure that you keep this washer. There's a washer on here too. So make sure that washer is always on there. It's a crush washer. That stops it from leaking. Alright. Now what we're going to do is go to the right side of the bike and drain the rest of the green coolant out of the reservoir. What you want to do is, this reservoir right here still has a little green coolant in it. We're going to take this 10 millimeter bolt out and we're going to just pour this out.
Remove the reserve tank from the mounting stay hole of the tank bracket.
There you go. Now, it has, technically, you don't have to, you actually can just drain it. So, this part right here, if you just take this hose off, you can actually just drain it from right here. Let's see. Alright. So I got that loose, and now all we're going to do is kind of loosen this up, get a pair of pliers and just kind of break it loose. There we go. And then kind of lean it a little bit and pull this off. Be careful pulling this off. Like I said, this fluid's not hot, but you don't want this all on you. So there you go. Just lean in and let it pour out. Let's see. I probably can pour it out now. There we go. Just pour all of it out. It has two hoses on it. It has one here and one here. So I don't want to have to take both of them off. Alright. I'm going to put this back. Like I said, it's a little nipple right here. you got to stick it in this bracket. Just like that. And put the 10 mil back in. That. All right, so that's in, and then make sure you connect the hose back, push it all the way back on, and then try your best to get this clamp back over here. There you go. Got the clamp back on.
Alright guys, so it's time to start filling the radiator with coolant. The service manual says this 2006 CBR 600 RR capacity for the radiator and the engine is 3.2 liters. But that's only if you are emptying the entire bike of coolant, meaning that you probably changed out the radiator or something like that. For a flush, it's going to take 2 quarts. 2 quarts is 1.89 liters, which is in this engine ice right here. This engine ice holds 1.89 liters. This product is a high performance motorcycle coolant. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. You do not have to add water to this product. Just use the product. It's already mixed half and half. Let's go ahead and pour this in. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to start the bike and kind of let the bike circulate some of that fluid. Alright, so what you're going to do is kind of wiggle the bike side to side. Try to get those air bubbles out of it. Now we're going to pour some more coolant in. And we'll crank it up again.
to fill the reservoir up to the max line up here with coolant. All right, we got it filled to the max level. Now what I'm going to do, put this cap back on. It's easier to put this cap on with the reservoir out because it has to go like over it. Got it on. Alright guys, so we have the radiator on the bike filled with 1.89 liters of coolant. Now what we're supposed to do is shift the bike into neutral and let the bike idle for 2 to 3 minutes. Snap the throttle about 2 to 3 times while the engine is running. Stop the engine and add coolant up to the proper level. Add any coolant that's needed to the reservoir tank, not the radiator. Now what you're going to do is check the reservoir and see if it's still filled to the top line, which mine is. After the bike running for 4 minutes, the coolant is still set on the highest level in the reservoir tank. So we're done. The bike has 1.89 liters of fluid, and the reservoir tank has 0.30 liters. Alright guys, this is it. J.O.A.T. and I'm out.